Welcome to Stoic Spirit, the channel dedicated to exploring the wisdom of the ancient Stoics and applying their timeless principles to modern life. In today's fast-paced, hyper-connected world, we're bombarded with information, demands, and distractions, pulling us in countless directions. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, lost, and disconnected from what truly matters. Have you ever paused amidst the chaos and asked yourself, what is the purpose of all this? How can I find peace and fulfillment amidst the constant turmoil? How can I live a life of meaning and resilience, even when faced with inevitable challenges and setbacks? The ancient Stoics, particularly the Roman philosopher Seneca, offer profound insights into these very questions. Seneca, who lived through both immense privilege and extreme hardship, including exile and ultimately a forced suicide, understood the fragility of life and the importance of cultivating inner strength. He believed that true happiness and fulfillment don't depend on external circumstances, but on our internal state, on how we choose to respond to the world around us. The secret to a good life, according to Seneca, lies within ourselves, in the values we uphold, the responses we choose, and the actions we take. It's about mastering our inner world so that we can navigate the outer world with wisdom, courage, and tranquility. Today we'll delve into Seneca's wisdom, exploring 15 timeless Stoic tips that offer practical advice for mastering yourself, cultivating resilience, and living a life of authenticity. These principles aren't just relics of the past. They're powerful tools that can help you navigate the complexities of modern life with greater clarity, purpose, and peace. Join us as we uncover the enduring wisdom of Stoicism and discover how it can empower you to live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. 1. Live in alignment with your values. Living in alignment with your values is the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a fundamental key to self-mastery. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, argued that without a clear understanding of our values, life becomes a rudderless ship, tossed about by the whims of external forces and fleeting desires. We end up reacting to circumstances rather than acting with intention, leading a life of drift and dissatisfaction. Imagine a ship setting sail without a destination in mind. It's at the mercy of the winds and currents, likely to end up somewhere far from where it intended to be. Similarly, if we don't have a clear understanding of our values, we're likely to be swayed by the opinions of others, societal pressures, and the allure of instant gratification, ultimately leading a life that feels inauthentic and unfulfilling. Identifying your core values is therefore the first crucial step. What principles truly matter to you? Is it honesty, integrity, kindness, courage, perseverance, or perhaps wisdom? These values aren't just abstract concepts or empty words. They are the guiding principles that should inform your actions, decisions, and overall way of being. They are the compass that points you towards a life of purpose and meaning. Take some time for introspection. Reflect on what truly resonates with you, what principles you admire in others, and what qualities you want to embody in your own life. Write these values down and keep them visible as a constant reminder. Living in harmony with your values requires conscious effort and daily practice. It means making choices that align with your deepest beliefs, even when it's difficult or unpopular. It means saying no to things that compromise your integrity, and yes to things that nurture your soul and align with your purpose. It's about consistently striving for congruence between who you are and what you do. This doesn't mean you'll always be perfect. You'll stumble and make mistakes along the way. But the key is to be mindful of your actions, to regularly check in with yourself and ask, does this choice reflect my values? Over time, this practice of aligning your actions with your values will lead to a greater sense of self-awareness, integrity, and inner peace, creating a solid foundation for a life of meaning and fulfillment. 2. Focus on your response. The second pillar of Stoic wisdom, and a crucial element for mastering yourself, is focusing on your response. Life is a tapestry woven with both joy and sorrow, triumphs and setbacks. We encounter unexpected events, face challenges, and experience moments of frustration, disappointment, and even grief. The Stoics understood a fundamental truth: we cannot control everything that happens to us. External events, circumstances, and the actions of others are often beyond our influence. Attempting to control the uncontrollable is a recipe for frustration and anxiety. What we can control, however, is our response. This is where our true power lies. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our freedom to choose our reaction. This is the core of Stoic practice, recognizing that we always have a choice in how we respond to any given situation. We can react impulsively, driven by our emotions, letting anger, fear, or frustration dictate our actions. Or we can choose to respond consciously, with intention and wisdom. We can pause, take a breath, and ask ourselves, what is the most appropriate response in this situation? What response aligns with my values and will contribute to my long-term well-being? This ability to choose our response, especially in the face of adversity, is the birthplace of resilience. Resilience isn't about avoiding difficult emotions or pretending that everything is fine. It's about facing challenges with courage and composure, accepting what we cannot change and focusing on what we can control: our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. Imagine a strong oak tree weathering a storm. It doesn't try to stop the wind or rain. Instead, it bends with the gusts, its roots holding firm in the ground. Similarly, when we cultivate the ability to choose our response, we develop an inner strength that allows us to withstand life's storms without being broken. Practicing this principle requires consistent awareness and self-reflection. Start by observing your reactions in everyday situations. When you encounter a challenge or frustration, notice your initial emotional response. Then, before reacting, pause and take a conscious breath. Ask yourself, how can I respond to this in a way that aligns with my values and serves my long-term goals? This simple act of pausing and choosing your response can transform your relationship with challenges, empowering you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater resilience and inner peace. 3. Seek challenges to grow. Comfort is a seductive siren, luring us with promises of ease and security. Yet, true growth, the kind that forges resilience and strengthens character, rarely occurs within the confines of our comfort zones. The Stoics, particularly Seneca, understood this profoundly. They viewed challenges not as obstacles to be avoided, but as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Seneca believed that actively seeking challenges, pushing ourselves beyond the familiar and comfortable, is essential for cultivating strength, wisdom, and a deeper understanding of ourselves. Imagine a muscle that is never stressed, never pushed to its limits. It will remain weak and undeveloped. Similarly, if we consistently shy away from challenges, our potential will remain dormant, and we'll never truly know what we're capable of. Seeking challenges doesn't mean recklessly courting danger or creating unnecessary hardship. It's about intentionally stepping outside of the familiar, embracing discomfort, and pushing ourselves beyond our perceived limitations. It's about recognizing that growth often occurs on the other side of fear and uncertainty. Think about learning a new skill, taking on a challenging project at work, or having a difficult conversation you've been putting off. These are the kinds of challenges that stretch us, force us to learn and adapt, and ultimately lead to personal growth. What might you achieve if you stopped avoiding discomfort and started embracing it as a catalyst for transformation? When you face a challenge, you not only develop new skills and knowledge, but also strengthen your resilience, boost your self-confidence, and gain a deeper understanding of your own capabilities. Each challenge overcome is a testament to your strength and adaptability, reinforcing the belief that you can handle whatever life throws your way. It's about shifting your perspective from viewing challenges as threats to seeing them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Start small. Identify an area of your life where you've been playing it safe, and then take a small step outside of your comfort zone. Perhaps it's signing up for a class, volunteering for a new role, or speaking up in a meeting. As you successfully navigate these smaller challenges, your confidence will grow, and you'll be more willing to take on bigger ones. Remember, the goal isn't to seek out suffering, but to embrace the discomfort that accompanies growth. By actively seeking challenges, you'll not only expand your skills and knowledge, but also cultivate the resilience and inner strength that are essential for navigating the inevitable ups and downs of life. 4. Choose your influences wisely. We are, to a significant extent, the product of our environment. The people we surround ourselves with, the books we read, the information we consume, all shape our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. The Stoics, especially Seneca, understood the profound impact of our influences and emphasized the importance of choosing them wisely. Seneca likened our minds to sponges, absorbing the characteristics and values of those around us. Just as a sponge soaked in clean water becomes clean, and a sponge soaked in dirty water becomes dirty, so too does our character become influenced by the company we keep. If we surround ourselves with negativity, cynicism, and complaining, we're likely to absorb those qualities ourselves. Conversely, if we surround ourselves with positivity, wisdom, and encouragement, we're more likely to cultivate those virtues within ourselves. Choosing your influences wisely requires careful discernment and conscious effort. It's not about judging others or isolating yourself from different perspectives. It's about being mindful of the impact that different people and sources of information have on your mental and emotional well-being. Ask yourself, who are the people you spend the most time with? What kind of energy do they bring into your life? Do they uplift and inspire you, or do they drain and discourage you? Do they challenge you to grow and become a better version of yourself, or do they reinforce negative patterns and limiting beliefs? Consider the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, and the social media accounts you follow. What kind of messages are you absorbing? Are they contributing to your growth and well-being, or are they filling your mind with negativity, comparison, and fear? Just as you would carefully curate the food you eat to nourish your body, you should also carefully curate the information and influences you consume to nourish your mind and spirit. Taking control of your influences doesn't mean cutting off everyone who doesn't perfectly align with your values. It means being intentional about who you spend your time with and what information you allow into your mental space. Seek out individuals who embody the qualities you admire: wisdom, integrity, kindness, resilience. Spend time with people who inspire you to be your best self, who challenge you to grow, and who support you on your journey. Likewise, be mindful of relationships and influences that consistently leave you feeling drained, discouraged, or negative. Setting boundaries and limiting exposure to these influences can be crucial for protecting your mental and emotional well-being. By choosing your influences wisely, you create a fertile ground for personal growth, allowing you to cultivate the virtues and qualities that will lead to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. 5. Say yes to what matters. In our modern world, we're constantly bombarded with demands on our time and attention. Opportunities, obligations, and distractions compete for our finite resources, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and scattered. We say yes to countless requests, commitments, and activities, often out of habit, obligation, or a fear of missing out. But every yes to one thing is an implicit no to something else. And if we're not careful, we can end up saying yes to the trivial and no to what truly matters. The Stoics, especially Seneca, emphasize the importance of being selective with our commitments and focusing our energy on what aligns with our values and purpose. He understood that time is our most precious resource, a non-renewable asset that should be guarded and invested wisely. Saying yes to what matters requires clarity about your values and priorities. What truly matters to you? What activities bring you joy, purpose, and fulfillment? What goals are you working towards? Once you have a clear understanding of your values and priorities, you can start making more conscious choices about how you spend your time and energy. This often means saying no to things that, while seemingly appealing or important, ultimately distract you from your true path. It might mean declining social invitations, turning down extra projects at work, or limiting your consumption of mindless entertainment. Saying no can be difficult, especially in a culture that often equates busyness with importance. We may fear disappointing others, missing out on opportunities, or appearing selfish. However, the Stoics recognize that saying no is not an act of selfishness, but an act of self-preservation. It's about protecting your time and energy so that you can invest them in what truly matters. It's about creating space for the activities, relationships, and pursuits that bring you closer to your ideal self and contribute to a life of meaning and purpose. Imagine your time as a garden. You wouldn't plant just any seed that came your way. You would carefully select the seeds that you want to cultivate, the plants that will flourish in your garden and bring you the most joy. Similarly, you should carefully cultivate your time, choosing activities and commitments that align with your values and contribute to your overall well-being. Start by identifying your top priorities, the things that truly matter to you. Then, evaluate your current commitments and activities. Are they aligned with your priorities? Are they serving your purpose? If not, consider how you can make adjustments, saying no to the distractions and creating space for what truly matters. By being more selective with your yeses, you create a life filled with intention, purpose, and fulfillment. 6. Be a master of yourself. Self-mastery, a core tenet of Stoic philosophy, is not about controlling others or dominating the external world. It's about mastering your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and impulses. Seneca believed that true freedom comes not from external power or possessions, but from inner control, from the ability to govern oneself with wisdom and reason. He argued that the greatest conquest is the conquest of self, for within us lies both our greatest potential and our greatest adversary. We are constantly bombarded by internal and external forces vying for our attention and influencing our actions. Our desires, fears, anxieties, and the opinions of others can easily pull us off course, leading us down paths of distraction, dissatisfaction, and regret. Self-mastery is about reclaiming the reins of your own life, steering yourself towards a life of purpose, virtue, and fulfillment. This inner citadel of control is fortified through self-discipline. Self-discipline is not about deprivation or rigid self-denial. It's about aligning your actions with your values and long-term goals, even when it's difficult or uncomfortable. It's about choosing delayed gratification over instant pleasure, prioritizing long-term fulfillment over short-term distractions. Imagine a charioteer skillfully guiding a team of powerful horses. Without discipline and control, the horses will bolt in different directions, leading the chariot astray. Similarly, without self-discipline, our impulses and desires can pull us in conflicting directions, preventing us from reaching our goals and living a life of purpose. Cultivating self-mastery requires consistent practice and self-awareness. Start by identifying areas of your life where you tend to be impulsive or reactive. Perhaps it's with your diet, your spending habits, your use of technology, or your emotional responses. Once you've identified these areas, begin setting small, achievable goals for yourself. For example, if you want to be more disciplined with your diet, start by making one small change, such as cutting out sugary drinks or eating a healthy breakfast every day. As you experience success with these smaller goals, your self-confidence will grow, and you'll be more motivated to take on bigger challenges, healing. Self-mastery is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. There will be times when you stumble, when you give in to temptation, when you fall short of your ideals. The key is to not get discouraged, but to learn from your mistakes, get back on track, and continue practicing. With consistent effort and self-reflection, you can gradually cultivate the inner strength and discipline needed to master yourself and live a life of purpose, virtue, and fulfillment. Remember, the greatest victory is the victory over oneself. 7. Protect your time. Time, as Seneca wisely observed, is our most precious and irreplaceable resource. It's the very fabric of our lives, the currency with which we purchase experiences, pursue our goals, and build relationships. Unlike money or possessions, time cannot be earned back, replenished, or stored for later use. Once it's gone forever. Therefore, protecting our time, using it wisely and intentionally, is paramount to living a fulfilling and meaningful life. In our modern world, with its constant demands and distractions, it's easier than ever to let our time slip away on trivial pursuits, leaving us with a nagging sense of regret and unaccomplishment. We often find ourselves at the mercy of other people's schedules, endless to-do lists, and the addictive allure of social media, leaving little time for what truly matters. Protecting your time requires a shift in mindset. It requires recognizing the finite nature of this precious resource and making a conscious decision to treat it with the respect and care it deserves. It's about becoming the guardian of your own time, actively choosing how you spend it, rather than letting it be dictated by external pressures and distractions. This means setting boundaries, saying no to commitments that don't align with your values and priorities, and being vigilant against time-wasting activities. Think of your time as a valuable investment. You wouldn't invest your money recklessly, scattering it on frivolous purchases without considering the long-term consequences. Similarly, you should invest your time wisely, choosing activities and pursuits that yield the greatest returns in terms of happiness, fulfillment, and personal growth. This might mean dedicating specific blocks of time for focused work, creative pursuits, meaningful connections with loved ones, or activities that nourish your mind and body. Start by identifying your biggest time wasters. Are you spending hours scrolling through social media, binge-watching television, or attending meetings that could have been an email? Once you've identified these time wasters, consider how you can reduce or eliminate them. Perhaps you can set limits on your social media usage, schedule specific times for watching television, or delegate tasks that don't require your direct involvement. Creating a schedule or a daily plan can also be a helpful tool for protecting your time. By allocating specific times for different activities, you ensure that you're dedicating enough time to what truly matters. Protecting your time is not about becoming a rigid taskmaster or sacrificing spontaneity. It's about being intentional with your choices, ensuring that your actions align with your values and priorities. It's about creating a life that is rich in meaning, purpose, and connection. A life where you feel in control of your time rather than controlled by it. By becoming a vigilant protector of your time, you reclaim the power to shape your days and create a life that truly reflects your values and aspirations. 8. Do the hard things. The path of least resistance is rarely the path of growth. We instinctively shy away from challenges, preferring the comfort and familiarity of the known. Yet, it is in confronting and overcoming difficulties that we build strength, resilience, and a deeper understanding of ourselves. The Stoics, particularly Seneca, understood this principle profoundly. They viewed hardship not as something to be avoided, but as an essential component of a meaningful life, a crucible in which character is forged and wisdom is gained. Seneca argued that embracing the hard things, pushing ourselves beyond our perceived limitations, is crucial for cultivating virtue and achieving true fulfillment. Imagine a blacksmith forging a piece of metal. It's the intense heat and the repeated hammering that transform the raw material into a strong, durable tool. Similarly, it's the challenges we face that shape and strengthen us, transforming us into more resilient and capable individuals. Doing the hard things doesn't mean seeking out suffering or needlessly putting ourselves in harm's way. It means facing our fears, confronting our weaknesses, and taking on challenges that push us beyond our comfort zones. It might mean having a difficult conversation, tackling a complex project, pursuing a challenging goal, or simply sticking to a disciplined routine even when we don't feel like it. Why do we resist the hard things? Often it's because of fear. Fear of failure, fear of discomfort, fear of the unknown. But the Stoics believed that fear is often an illusion, a mental construct that holds us back from realizing our full potential. By confronting our fears and pushing through discomfort, we discover that we are capable of far more than we initially believed. Each challenge overcome is a victory, a testament to our strength and resilience, boosting our self-confidence and empowering us to take on even greater challenges. Think about a time when you accomplished something difficult, something you initially thought was beyond your reach. Remember the sense of accomplishment, the pride you felt in yourself, the knowledge that you had pushed yourself beyond your perceived limits. These are the rewards of doing the hard things. Start small. Identify one hard thing you've been avoiding, something that you know will contribute to your growth and well-being. Break it down into smaller, manageable steps, and then take the first step. As you experience success with these smaller steps, your confidence will grow, and you'll be more motivated to continue. Remember, growth doesn't happen in comfort. It's through the struggle, the perseverance, the overcoming of obstacles that we truly discover our strength and build a life of meaning and purpose. Embrace the hard things, for they are the stepping stones to a stronger, more resilient, and more fulfilling life. 9. Make others better. The Stoics believed that true happiness and fulfillment are not found in solitary pursuits, but in contributing to the well-being of others. Seneca, in particular, emphasized the importance of making others better, not through coercion or judgment, but through positive influence, encouragement, and acts of kindness. He argued that by lifting others up, we elevate ourselves, creating a ripple effect of positivity that benefits not only individuals, but also the community as a whole. Imagine a world where everyone focused on making others better, where kindness, compassion, and support were the norm. Such a world would be characterized by cooperation, collaboration, and a shared sense of purpose. While we may not be able to single-handedly change the world, we can certainly influence the lives of those around us, creating a more positive and supportive environment for everyone. Making others better doesn't mean imposing your values or trying to control their lives. It means offering support, encouragement, and guidance, empowering them to become the best versions of themselves. It might involve mentoring a colleague, offering a helping hand to a friend in need, sharing your knowledge and skills, or simply offering a kind word or a listening ear. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of humanity and understanding that our actions have a ripple effect, impacting not only those we directly interact with, but also the wider community. How can you make others better today? Perhaps it's by offering a sincere compliment, expressing gratitude for someone's contribution, or sharing a helpful resource. It could involve volunteering your time, donating to a worthy cause, or simply being a more patient and understanding listener. Even small acts of kindness and generosity can have a profound impact on the lives of others, creating a positive feedback loop that benefits both the giver and the receiver. Seneca believed that true joy comes not from accumulating wealth or power, but from contributing to the common good. By focusing on making others better, we shift our focus from self-centered pursuits to a more expansive sense of purpose. We discover that true fulfillment lies not in what we take from the world, but in what we contribute to it. This doesn't require grand gestures or heroic acts. It's about incorporating small, everyday acts of kindness and generosity into our lives, creating a positive ripple effect that spreads outwards, touching the lives of others and enriching our own lives in the process. By making others better, we not only contribute to a more compassionate and supportive community, but also cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and meaning within ourselves. 10. Practice gratitude. In the relentless pursuit of more possessions, more achievements, more recognition, we often overlook the abundance that already exists in our lives. We become so fixated on what we lack that we fail to appreciate what we have. This constant striving and dissatisfaction can lead to a perpetual state of unease, preventing us from experiencing true contentment and joy. The Stoics, while not explicitly focusing on gratitude as a core practice, understood the importance of appreciating the present moment and recognizing the good in our lives. Seneca, in his writings, often emphasized the importance of focusing on what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and finding contentment in the present. Gratitude, in essence, is an embodiment of these principles. It's about shifting our focus from what we lack to what we possess, from what's wrong to what's right, from a sense of scarcity to a sense of abundance. Practicing gratitude is not about denying the challenges or difficulties we may be facing. It's about choosing to focus on the good, even amidst adversity. It's about recognizing the simple joys and blessings that are often taken for granted. Our health, our relationships, the beauty of nature, the roof over our heads, the food on our table. By consciously acknowledging these gifts, we cultivate a sense of appreciation and contentment that can transform our experience of life. Imagine waking up each morning and taking a few moments to reflect on the things you're grateful for. This simple practice can shift your perspective, setting a positive tone for the day ahead and fostering a sense of resilience in the face of challenges. How can you cultivate a practice of gratitude? One effective method is to keep a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few minutes to write down 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. These can be big or small, from the warmth of the sun on your skin to the love and support of your family and friends. Another practice is to express your gratitude directly to others. Take the time to tell someone how much you appreciate them. whether it's a friend, family member, colleague, or even a stranger. Expressing gratitude not only strengthens relationships, but also reinforces the positive emotions associated with gratitude within yourself. Gratitude is not a passive emotion. It's an active practice that requires conscious effort and cultivation. It's about training your mind to focus on the good, to appreciate the present moment, and to recognize the abundance that already exists in your life. By incorporating gratitude into your daily routine, you can transform your perspective, cultivate resilience, and experience a deeper sense of joy and contentment, regardless of your external circumstances. Gratitude is not a magic bullet, but it is a powerful tool for shifting your focus, cultivating positivity, and appreciating the richness of life. 11. Embrace continuous learning. In the ever-evolving landscape of human existence, the pursuit of knowledge should be a lifelong endeavor. The Stoics, with their emphasis on wisdom and virtue, understood this profoundly. Seneca, in particular, championed the idea of continuous learning, arguing that the quest for knowledge is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous process of growth, self-discovery, and expansion. He believed that a life dedicated to learning is a life well lived, a life rich in meaning, purpose, and resilience. Imagine a world where everyone embraced continuous learning, where curiosity and a thirst for knowledge were the driving forces behind human progress. Such a world would be characterized by innovation, creativity, and a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. Embracing continuous learning is not limited to formal education or academic pursuits. It's about cultivating a mindset of curiosity, a desire to explore new ideas, perspectives, and experiences. It's about recognizing that learning can occur in countless forms, from reading books and articles to engaging in meaningful conversations, attending workshops, traveling to new places, and simply observing the world around us with a keen and inquisitive mind. Every interaction, every experience, every challenge presents an opportunity to learn and grow. Why is continuous learning so important? In a rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt and evolve is essential for success and fulfillment. Continuous learning equips us with the knowledge, skills, and adaptability we need to navigate the complexities of life, to overcome challenges, and to seize new opportunities. It also fosters intellectual humility, the recognition that we don't have all the answers, that there's always more to learn. This humility keeps us open to new ideas and perspectives, preventing us from becoming rigid in our thinking and allowing us to grow and evolve throughout our lives. How can you embrace continuous learning in your own life? Start by identifying your areas of interest. What subjects or topics ignite your curiosity? What skills do you want to develop? Once you've identified your interests, explore different avenues for learning. Read books, articles, and blogs. Listen to podcasts and audiobooks. Take online courses or attend workshops. Engage in conversations with people who have different perspectives and experiences. Make a conscious effort to step outside of your comfort zone and explore new ideas. Continuous learning is not about accumulating information for the sake of it. It's about integrating new knowledge into your understanding of the world, using it to improve your life, your relationships, and your contribution to society. It's about cultivating a lifelong love of learning, a thirst for knowledge that keeps you engaged, curious, and growing throughout your life. By embracing continuous learning, you not only expand your intellectual horizons, but also cultivate resilience, adaptability, and a deeper appreciation for the richness and complexity of the world around us. 12. Embrace vulnerability. In a society that often equates vulnerability with weakness, the Stoics offered a radically different perspective. They recognized that true strength lies not in hiding our vulnerabilities, but in embracing them. Seneca, in his writings, emphasized the importance of acknowledging our imperfections, accepting our limitations, and facing our fears with courage and honesty. He understood that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of courage, a testament to our willingness to be authentic and to connect with others on a deeper level. Imagine a world where everyone embraced vulnerability, where people felt safe to express their true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. Such a world would be characterized by genuine connection, empathy, and a shared sense of humanity. Embracing vulnerability is not about oversharing or seeking attention. It's about being honest with yourself and others about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences, even when it's uncomfortable or scary. It's about letting go of the need to appear perfect and allowing yourself to be seen for who you truly are, imperfections and all. This requires courage, for it means stepping outside of your comfort zone and risking rejection or criticism. However, the rewards of embracing vulnerability far outweigh the risks. Why is embracing vulnerability so important? When we hide our vulnerabilities, we build walls around ourselves, isolating ourselves from others and preventing genuine connection. We create a facade of perfection, which not only prevents others from truly knowing us, but also prevents us from fully accepting ourselves. By embracing vulnerability, we break down these walls, creating space for authentic connection and deeper intimacy. We allow others to see us for who we truly are, and in turn we create a safe space for them to do the same. How can you embrace vulnerability in your own life? Start small. Share a personal challenge with a trusted friend or family member. Admit a mistake you've made. Ask for help when you need it. Express your true feelings, even when it's uncomfortable. These small acts of vulnerability can have a profound impact on your relationships, fostering trust, intimacy, and a deeper sense of connection. Embracing vulnerability also requires self-compassion. When you inevitably encounter moments of self-doubt, fear, or insecurity, treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a close friend. Recognize that these emotions are a natural part of the human experience, and that it's okay to not be okay. By accepting your imperfections and embracing your vulnerability, you not only cultivate greater self-awareness, but also create space for growth, resilience, and deeper connections with others. It's in these moments of vulnerability that true strength and authenticity emerge. 13. Cultivate resilience through adversity. One powerful practice is to reframe challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as learning experiences, chances to develop new skills, gain valuable insights, and strengthen your resolve. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this challenge to become stronger and more resilient? This shift in perspective can transform adversity from a source of suffering into a catalyst for growth. Another key element of resilience is self-care. When facing difficult times, it's essential to prioritize your physical and emotional well-being. This might involve engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness or meditation, connecting with supportive friends and family, or seeking professional guidance when needed. Taking care of yourself allows you to replenish your energy, maintain perspective, and navigate challenges with greater clarity and strength. Finally, remember that building resilience is a process, not a destination. There will be times when you falter, when you feel overwhelmed, when you question your ability to cope. Be kind to yourself in these moments. Recognize that setbacks are a natural part of life, and that it's okay to struggle. The key is to keep moving forward, one step at a time, learning from your experiences, and continuing to cultivate the inner strength and resilience that will allow you to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with grace and fortitude. Through adversity, we discover our true strength and build the resilience needed to thrive in the face of life's challenges. 14. Live simply. In our consumer-driven society, we're constantly bombarded with messages telling us that happiness can be found in acquiring more. More possessions, more status, more experiences. Yet the Stoics, particularly Seneca, recognized the fallacy of this belief. They understood that true happiness doesn't come from external acquisitions, but from inner peace, from cultivating contentment and gratitude for what we already have. Seneca argued that the pursuit of material possessions often leads to a cycle of desire and dissatisfaction, a never-ending quest for more that ultimately leaves us feeling empty and unfulfilled. He advocated for a life of simplicity, a life focused on what truly matters: our relationships, our values, our contributions to the world. Living simply doesn't necessarily mean embracing asceticism or rejecting all material possessions. It's about making conscious choices about what we bring into our lives, focusing on quality over quantity and letting go of the superfluous. It's about decluttering our physical space, simplifying our schedules, and eliminating the distractions that prevent us from focusing on what truly matters. Imagine a clean, uncluttered room, filled with natural light and a few carefully chosen objects. There's a sense of calm, of spaciousness, of tranquility. This is the essence of living simply. How can we simplify our lives? Start by examining your possessions. What do you truly need? What items bring you joy and value? What items are simply cluttering your space and adding to your mental burden? Consider donating or discarding items that no longer serve you, creating a more peaceful and functional living environment. Next, examine your schedule. Are you overcommitted? Are you spending your time on activities that align with your values and priorities? Consider eliminating unnecessary commitments and creating space for activities that bring you joy, fulfillment, and connection. Simplifying your life is not about deprivation. It's about liberation. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of material possessions and the tyranny of a cluttered schedule, creating space for what truly matters, your relationships, your passions, your personal growth. By living simply, you create a life of greater intention, purpose, and inner peace. 15. Seek stillness. In our hyper-connected, always-on world, silence and stillness have become rare commodities. We're constantly bombarded with information, notifications, and distractions, leaving us feeling overwhelmed, scattered, and disconnected from ourselves. The Stoics, however, recognize the profound importance of seeking stillness, of creating space for quiet reflection and introspection. Seneca, in his writings, emphasized the need to withdraw from the noise and busyness of the external world, to cultivate inner peace and tranquility through moments of solitude and contemplation. Imagine a calm lake, undisturbed by the wind. Its surface reflects the sky, the trees, the clouds with perfect clarity. Similarly, when our minds are still, we can see ourselves, our thoughts, and our emotions with greater clarity and understanding. Seeking stillness doesn't necessarily mean retreating to a remote mountaintop or spending hours in meditation. It can involve incorporating small moments of quiet reflection into your daily routine. This might involve taking a few minutes each morning to sit in silence, practicing mindfulness while walking in nature, disconnecting from technology for a period of time each day, or simply taking a few deep breaths throughout the day to reconnect with your inner self. Why is seeking stillness so important? In the constant noise and activity of modern life, it's easy to lose touch with ourselves, our values, and our inner wisdom. Seeking stillness allows us to reconnect with our inner world, to gain clarity about our thoughts and emotions, and to access a deeper sense of peace and tranquility. It allows us to listen to the quiet whispers of our intuition, to discern what truly matters, and to make choices that align with our values and purpose. Incorporating stillness into your life doesn't require drastic changes. Start small. Set aside 5 minutes each day to sit in silence, focusing on your breath. Take a walk in nature without your phone. Practice mindful eating, savoring each bite without distraction. As you become more comfortable with stillness, you can gradually increase the amount of time you dedicate to it. By creating space for quiet reflection, you cultivate inner peace, clarity, and a deeper connection with yourself, allowing you to navigate the complexities of life with greater wisdom and equanimity. These 15 tips from Seneca, distilled from his profound wisdom and life experience, offer a powerful framework for navigating the complexities of life and cultivating a deeper sense of self-mastery. They aren't magic bullets or quick fixes, but rather tools for continuous growth, self-discovery, and the ongoing journey towards living a more meaningful and fulfilling life. The Stoic philosophy isn't about achieving perfection, but about making consistent progress, one step at a time. It's about cultivating virtuous habits, practicing mindfulness, and aligning your actions with your values. Which of these 15 tips resonated most with you? Which one will you choose to focus on and integrate into your life today? Perhaps you'll start by identifying your core values, or by practicing the art of choosing your response. Maybe you'll commit to seeking challenges, protecting your time, or cultivating a practice of gratitude. The key is to start somewhere, to take that first step, and to trust that even small changes can have a significant impact over time. We encourage you to share your thoughts, insights, and experiences in the comments below. Join our community of learners and seekers, where we can support and inspire each other on the path of Stoic growth and self-discovery. Your comments not only enrich the conversation, but also provide valuable perspectives that can benefit others on this journey. Don't forget to like this video if you found it valuable, and subscribe to our channel for more content on Stoicism, practical philosophy, and the art of living a good life. By subscribing, you'll be notified of our latest videos, ensuring you don't miss out on valuable insights and practical tools for personal growth. Thank you for taking the time to join us on this exploration of Seneca's wisdom. We appreciate your presence and engagement, and we hope that these Stoic principles will empower you to live a life of greater purpose, resilience, and fulfillment. We look forward to continuing this journey together.